Hello, everybody. This is our third stopover now in your family business journey. And the point that we want to raise today is that, most family businesses are very private and confidential. And the challenge that we find with this particular issue is that by being private and confidential, there's people other than the family themselves, of course, in the broader public, actually come up with their own view of the family. And of course, that can be untrue many times or can take certain information and misconstrue that information. So, Satina, can you tell me what you see, how this plays out with families?
Yeah, I think that's a really common thing, unfortunately, mainly due to us having this tall poppy syndrome, where people seem to make up stories about people who they think are wealthy, or if there are gaps that they just fill with gossip. So it's really important, I think, for families to have open conversations and have some alignment around a narrative within their history and what they're doing together so that people can't fill it with, hurtful gossip.
Satina, so that's the family as a whole. So, what do you think about if you're an individual in the family? You and I have talked about this quite a bit. How some family members struggle to get their own identity separate to the family, and when does this really become a struggle for families, or the individuals in families, in fact?
Yeah, I think this is a huge problem for the next generation because I think there's a misconception that being aligned means being the same. And we often hear when we work with the next generation and the current generation that there's a concern that they're not going to get along or they're going to struggle because they're all very different. And we haven't come across any families where everyone's the same. And I don't think you would find that very often. So it's just about having the similar values and moving in the same direction, but individuals being true to their own identity and what they individually want to achieve, so they don't feel sucked into this family business or this family office prism where they have huge sense of responsibility and lose that sense of self.
So, okay, well, let's wrap that one up. And please, anyone who's reading this newsletter, if you've got other family members who are not signed up to this, please let us know. And there's a hyperlink on this newsletter for you to do so. And we'll make sure they get the back issues that we've completed. As I say, I think this is the third one now, and there'll be plenty more to come. We wish you a really Merry Christmas, and we'll talk to you again in the new year.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone, and we'll talk to you next year.